Hey everybody, Andre here at the Coaches Hangout at SeeWhy Learning. When investing in exam preparation study tools, keep in mind one thing. Doing practice questions teaches you absolutely nothing. It's only afterwards when you review the explanation that will either confirm or correct your understanding or any learning occurs. Now at SeeWhy Learning, our senior trainers have over 40 years combined experience coaching students through regulatory exams in the financial service industry. And they take great care when writing an answer key. A lot of times they'll impart their knowledge or give you a tip or strategy on how to tackle a certain question. Now in this Coaches Hangout video, I'm going to show you how a SeeWhy exam prep question can teach you how to think when, again, tackling certain questions. Now, you'll see a question on the screen now taken from our exam preparation tools. Now, it's a relatively simple concept, but it's made really challenging based on the wording. It almost requires you to do a little bit of mental gymnastics in your head to try and figure out the right answer, but not with good training. Okay, now let's dive into this question and tackle it together. What is always true of a company's statement of financial position? And each answer is some kind of mathematical equation. Now, I'm going to assume you have some basic knowledge of this statement. This isn't in the course, but it may help some of you. The statement of financial position used to be called a balance sheet. But like I said, I'm going to assume you have some basic knowledge in this area. Now, if you need a refresher and you added the SeeWhy Learning full suite of videos to your subscription, we do have a video where we go into this concept in more detail. It's called Statement of Financial Position and Statement of Changes in Equity. And again, we'll go into much more detail, but I'm going to assume you have the basics down. Now, when we look at this question, there's really two ways we can do it, right? We can just try to look at the wording and figure out, which one's right and which three are wrong. Personally, I find that challenging, even though I'm really comfortable with this statement. Just the wording, it's like trickery. It's challenging. Here's a really simple way. Let's make up a very basic statement of financial position. So let's assume our assets are $3 and our liabilities are $2. What would our equity be? Well, $3 in assets minus $2 in liabilities equals $1 in equity. Now let's take those numbers and plug them into each equation and see which one makes sense. So if we took assets of $3 and added $2 in liabilities, we would get $5, not $1. So A is wrong. Let's cross it out. All right, let's take a look at answer B. If we took assets of $3 minus equity of $1, that would give us $2 in liabilities. B is a correct statement. Let's put a check mark there for a second. If we're not going to select it, we need to make sure we can eliminate the other two. Okay, answer C, equity of $1 plus assets of $3 would equal $4, not 2. So C is wrong. And then answer D, we've got, the little greater than sign there. Now, way back in school, my teacher taught me, think of it like a alligator's mouth and it's eating the bigger piece. Well, is it true that assets are always bigger than liabilities? No, not at all. I mean, that's obviously the goal and the sign of a healthy company. But as you know, companies do go bankrupt. So it's possible for a company's liabilities to be greater than their assets. So D is also wrong. So let's select answer B. And of course, we're correct. Now, in our exam preparation tools, we don't just give you the answer. We'll give you an explanation and probably a tip like this on how to tackle it because it's so much easier. So this is a great example of why it's important to do exam prep questions because they allow you to apply what you've learned and you can learn from your mistakes, but most importantly, read the answer keys. And at SeeWhy Learning, we really, take a lot of effort to make sure that our answer keys are effective and easy to understand. Thank you, everybody, for watching this video, and good luck on your upcoming exams.